road trips, racetracks, and commutes to work, my 500 has brought me everywhere I've needed it to. After 15,000 miles with this workhorse, I've developed some opinions about the car that I more or less share with others in the community. Let's get into it. Although I live in Atlanta, I ended up buying the car from North Carolina, which ended up working out because it was close enough for a break-in road trip. And so that brings me to my first question. How does the car handle for long-distance driving? I drove it from Raleigh back to Atlanta in the same day, and it was an insanely easy drive. It was on this trip that I found out just how comfortable the seats are, heated and cooled, and for my body type, the padding and bolstering were nearly perfect. The cruise control functions were a standard Toyota since the 90s, and I used to drive a 98 Camry, so those were familiar. The only small issue I have is that it rides so smoothly that you can't feel how fast you're going. You have to actually check the speedo because everything feels like 30 miles an hour. And after finishing my first road trip, it was then time to put the car to real work and use it on my 2-hour each way commute to the office. As we know, the ride quality is incredible in these vehicles, and honestly, the main reason I picked this car over a BMW 8.6 or Supra is that I know 99% of my miles would be on this commute, and I needed a car that would make it as comfortable as possible. And we know this car is fantastic on the road, but how's it been doing on track? Lexus markets this car as a performance sedan, but what exactly does that mean? If you've seen my other videos, you know this car is definitely not meant to be an exclusive track toy, and that's totally fine. For me, it's a smooth daily that I can take to the track on occasion, and it's perfect for that. If you want to chase down lap times every month, or even do some street class competition, this won't take care of you, at least from the factory. However, with bolt-ons like a transmission cooler, a big brake kit, or even coilovers, you'll quickly get yourself a track weapon that can easily hang with Mustangs and Camaros. That V8 really does help. And as you'd expect with a Lexus, maintenance is very straightforward. Service appointments are very affordable for a car in this price range, and I haven't had any surprises. I believe model years 2023 and before have throttle body or fuel pump issues that are usually covered under warranty, but they don't seem very common. Consumables like pads and fluids are easy to find, and since it's a Toyota, it's very easy to wrench on the car at home if you need. I don't really enjoy working on cars personally, but this one doesn't make the experience all that bad. Now, there are a few things about the car that I don't like. For me, none of them are deal breakers, but they're definitely not ideal, and if you're looking to get this car on the market, there's definitely things you should know about. The first is the lack of aftermarket support. As I said before, your basic performance bolt-ons are available. Fluid coolers, brakes, coilovers, sway bars, etc. They're all there, but there isn't really that much variety as a proper sports car like an 8.6 or a Supra. And before you jump in the comments, I know this is not only a sedan but also a Lexus, so the aftermarket support isn't that great to begin with, but I'm pointing this out for those who may not know. The second is bumper sag. All the latest model years, including 2025, I believe, have issues with the front bumper slowly separating from nearby body panels over time. There are a few community fixes across the web, but unfortunately there's nothing official from Toyota, which is pretty annoying to be honest. And so overall, I think the car is great for my specific use case, where I daily drive it for nearly all of the miles and bring it out for fun every now and then, going on, spirited drives, track days, or autocross. And so after 15,000 miles, what's next? To keep it short, I'm taking a quick break from track time until the weather cools down again after seeing heating issues back in June. I still daily the car, and that'll continue until my life changes significantly since it's such a smooth ride. If my commute gets drastically shorter though, that may warrant switching up what I'm driving. Until then, I'm going to keep pushing this thing. As always, thanks for watching, and if there's anything I didn't cover in the video that, I could cover in the comments, by all means, please feel free to ask and I'll jump in there and respond. Thanks.